years have come and gone since that day. How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one that stood alone against the storm. For the one they called.
To run from my troubles. Until our friend returns, I will hold the line.
This town certainly has changed, and not at all for the better. I'm not going anywhere. I promise you, Infilia.
Hello, hello. How is everyone today? The camera makes my shirt look a lot more red than it actually is. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. We're going to be going through the rest, hopefully through most of the end of Heavensward. Hopefully we can finish the end game today. Because I would like to move on to Stormblood, because I want to get to Shadowbringers. I had heard tales of the world above the clouds, but never did I dream one's mind paints a pale picture of its majesty. Few live to see such wonders. I am reminded of my first visit to this peak, when Estinian and Isao yet walked at our side. Oh, it's a Moogle. Everybody loves the Moogles. Kupopo? Is that you, Umbra? Love how fat they are. If it isn't Don't tell me you've forgotten my name, Kupo. After all we've been through together. But at least you remember me. You do remember me, don't you, Umbra? Please be Moglin. How could you mistake me for that overstuffed throne warmer? I'm Moghan, the courageous Moogle who guided you to the zenith, Kupo. But putting our shared history to one side, what brings you and your friends to Moghome, Kupo? I need to adjust how I'm sitting. I already do. Ugh, there we go. That's a little better. Another audience with old Hraesvelgr. Well, I hope you brought the horn, Kupo. With the winds as gentle as they are, a good loud toot should reach the great worm's ears easily enough. That is good to hear, Morgan. Thank you. We had best press on to the zenith, while the winds are still in our favor. Here we go. Oh, he wave. Stop. Moogles are adorable. Now that was unexpected, Kupo. Chief Moglin will want to hear about this. Hold on. Apparently the FC house has been updated. I gotta go look. Oh my gosh. God, that poor Vieira's skirt. Okay, we're gonna listen to this really quick. Oh, it's Pokemon theme. Okay, we're gonna hang out here for a second. This is too cool. So they were mentioning in the FC chat that one of the that they had something about a Chocobo theme, and I was like, oh, I gotta go check that out. But no, it's literally a performance. I'm looking for my clap emote, by the way, if you're wondering what I'm looking for. Dance, cheer, wave, bow. Where's clap? Did I take clap off by accident? Oh, I am so disappointed in myself. This is very cool. I love stuff like this. This is actually how, like, the Bard system is one of the reasons a buddy of mine started playing. And as a result, he's kind of fallen in love with all of the nuance of the game, which is this kind of stuff, like social events, hanging out, being friendly, just having a good time. It's very cool. So this is Evie, who I have played with in a dungeon before. They're currently leveling White Mage. This is Imis, who I have also played with before in a duty. Lovely character. And Cattywampus is a character who I have only interacted with in FC chat. But again, one of the best names in our entire FC. So after this song, I will excuse myself, and then we can continue on with MSQ. But I really want to watch this. In fact, here. There we go. Looks a little more dynamic that way. Now, I personally don't recognize this one. That little black chocobo chick is causing some trouble. Now I have to go. Because I must continue on. Now, my guess is all 5 of those accounts are knees, and he has macros set up. That's my guess. Which would require him to have multiple ways of like playing, but I wouldn't put it past him. The dude's like hardcore. I bet it's something pretty cool. Excuse me. I made a hand fart sound. Again, I have to say, there's no way that horn makes that beautiful sound. Because if you saw it in a previous stream, it's literally like a doot-doot horn. Alright, here we go. I have a feeling there's going to be voiceover for this cutscene, because it's probably going to be a big one. I might have to turn up the voices, because I think they're a little quiet.
For they concern the future of man and dragon both.
And let me know if you want me to do the raid, because
Greetings,
I can still do the raid.
I am Emmerich de Burrell, acting ruler of the nation of Ishgard. I am come before you to parley on behalf of my people.
He's not wrong.
Foresaw mine intent.
Lis ek nitek kasmon ikinin. Lis nuan jas an es in. Salem monanesh. Undai in. Stapo ian nitek. Shines iso.
I'm also going to see if I can increase the quality. Because, like, it looks good, but I think I can increase it. I think my computer's capable of it.
We understand that in your despair at man's betrayal, you seek only the refuge of solitude.
In fact. Let's pull up
But
the task
despite your
manager.
protestations of spent faith, do you not still...
Oops, didn't mean to do that. Sorry, Alpha No.
I do. If you claim I see falsely, then tell me, why did you consent to bear a Zell upon your back? So you do distinguish between those who acknowledge and repent their sins and those who perpetuate them. Interesting. It seems to me that you have not, in fact, lost faith in mankind as a whole. Rather, you weigh our respective merits by how we allow the past to influence our future.
Should we suffer ties of blood to bind our hands, then? Nay, if the crime is one of unconscionable evil, we must needs condemn it, even should the transgressor be our closest kin. When my father corrupted himself and his followers with the power of a primal, I beseeched the warrior of light to slay him, an act alike to patricide. That he did not die by my hand matters little. If anything, it heaps greater disgrace upon my name. But had my father not fallen, he would have drawn countless thousands into a holy war of hellish proportions, which I hold the greater crime. Thus did I order his execution, sparing the lives of my people and yours. Alas, your brother Worm now prepares to murder those whom I sought to spare. What is more, he has taken my comrade's body for his own. But if I must slay my dearest friend to defeat my direst foe, I will not flinch from my duty.
Midgard Sommer.
Eskenitek, eskedir ulgar an, in an, hesnesh an, eskjas ong, an on inga. An on uorda, smaes in an. Sway in Ratatoska this die
Okay. And looking at my numbers, I should be able to increase the quality of the graphics without too much problem. If I can. I might be on Ultra already, but I can't remember. I know, like, personal shadows I'll probably always keep off because there's no reason to have them on. It's just additional, like... It's just additional weight on your system when it's not a necessary component, in my opinion. Alright, here, hold on one second. System configuration. I don't know if that did anything. Graphics settings. So, for instance, if I hit maximum, yeah, I'm not really using much. Granted, I still have to apply it. Shadows, we're gonna hide all. Because there's no reason to have the shadows on, in my opinion. Shadow quality, yeah, we'll turn that on because that was bugging me a little bit. Movement physics, that's, yeah, we can do that. Alright. And we have a slight increase in my GPU, but not by much. I think I had pretty much everything at the highest already. I believe I spied a wyvern just outside the palace. It is doubtless one of the children of whom Hraesvelgr spoke. Come, my friends, let us not keep our escort waiting. Alright. Here we go. My broodmates and I will bear you to the palace, the place of your trial. Make your preparations. Okay, we got a duty pretty much right at the beginning of the game. All right. 35 minutes in, we already got a fight on our hands. All right. Duty finder. This one. Sorkai. Majestic and forgotten, its existence unrecorded in the annals of man, a palace rests atop the clouds in the farthest reaches of the churning mist. This skyborn splendor was once home to Ratatoskr, brood sister to Hraesvelgr and Nidhogg, until the treachery of mortals ensured that its stones would never again ring under the she-worm's talons. The dragons named it Sorkai, a grieving apology for their failure to avert her fate, and they watched with infinite sadness as Ratatoskr's empty roost was overrun by bird and beast. This is the place Hraesvelgr has chosen for your trial. Prove yourself in the fated shadow of one sibling and convince the great worm to aid you against the wrathful shade of the other. And it is a light party. Oops. We're gonna sit on this rock while we wait. Yeah. We're finally gonna see some, like, Ratatoskr lore. We've heard a lot about her, but we haven't gotten to see anything about her. And I'm frankly very, very interested to see what's gonna happen next. Got all my Gissel greens. And it is pronounced Gissel. It isn't pronounced Gayashel, as it looks. Now, if it takes like another 60 seconds, I'm probably gonna get up and run around a little bit. That way, we're just not staring. Or you know what? Oop, that was the wrong button. There we go. I'm using one hand to do this, so it's gonna take a second. Welcome to the Churning Mist. I did, in fact, have to bring up the map because I couldn't remember what it was called. I love this area. This is, honest to God, one of my favorite spots in the game. Partially because of what's over here. A pair of what were probably at some point a pair of what were probably at some point Colosseum or some sort of like gathering hall. This is Oltan. Now the Rookery. Looks like some people are fighting. Let's see if we can lend a hand. Alright, we were a little late. That's fine. What is happening? So funny. So a couple members of the FC are talking about the wedding thing you can do in Final Fantasy XIV, where you can marry another character, and you both get a 2-seater mount chocobo. You get a bunch of costumes. You get a special teleport, and they're discussing it as if, like, they're greedy hoes, essentially. It is the word they're using. They use the word greedy hoe. I am just repeating. But they're jokingly calling themselves a greedy hoe because, you know, getting it allows you to do that kind of... Like, it literally gives you free stuff. And it's pretty cool. Alright, let's climb up a little bit so we're just off the ground. Alright, here we go. Okay, so we have a dancer, an astro. Wait, what? Okay. I'm used to mobs being like immediately ready to kill me. I'm not used to stuff like this. I really need to like get rid of names somehow. I need to figure out how to do that. Like health bars are important, and like we should probably keep those up, but like all right. Very clean. So far, this has been super clean. Uh-oh. I am terrified. Okay, here we go. Okay. We're doing all right. Okay, he's raising the fallen Mughals. Okay. Nope, don't need that. Whoa, okay. Alright, so there's another stop. Okay. Here we go. We got this. Wow, we really do have this. Wow, I don't... This is actually officially getting a little sad. Like, we're just kind of demolishing... I mean, these guys are clearly very skilled at their jobs, but, like... There's winning, and then there's literally curb stomping a fool. Wow, what is... I mean, I've played with strong parties before, but, like, this is nuts. This is, like, one of the most efficient fighter parties I've ever played with. This is very cool. I feel like I'm a pretty decent tank. I don't think I'm great, but I think I'm pretty decent. I tend to believe that, like, you're never good. You're only ever, like, adequate. I mean, I think that's just a result of being in the entertainment industry. You're decent until, like, everyone knows your name, and then you're good. Ooh, treasure. Ooh, I got Blood Spiller. And Black Blood. There's an attack with a potency of 600. Holy shit! I will have to answer that in a moment. Alright, here we go. Yeah, everyone says that salted earth is hard to use, but I don't have a problem with it at all. I in fact find salted earth to be quite easy to use. Hey, what are you doing focusing on them? Look at me. Okay, I get this fight. It's not hard. Okay. That certainly went better than I was expecting. You're good. I'm still doing a thing, but, like, yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, you can come down. Like, that's just a warning that I'm doing stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna have to learn. Oh, okay. Why aren't you? Okay, there we go. Whoa, get out of that. All right, let's get this boy. So I have access to a no ability, but I don't have it yet. Before I get it, I have to go do my job quest. Oh, are we on the final boss? Uh-oh. Or are we fighting Race Ogre? Oh, dookie. This is gonna be interesting. Adjusting something. All right. Oh, okay. I don't know how well Salted Earth's gonna help here, but yep, see, he bounced away. Dang. Okay, this is a really cool fight, and I know I'm not talking, but this is really, really cool, and I'm really having fun. Oh. That was a very cool fight. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Oh, okay. Nice. A new piece of armor. Wow. This place is very cool.
Your trial is ended as well, then?
Mine was brutal beyond reckoning. Vedfalnir seems ill-acquainted with the notion of mock battles.
Tan in Sisnat. Swor as finan. Stiska ikin. El en in a. Sedgar initek. Taishi es isa.
Very cool. Okay, now I can read this. Blood gauge displays the amount of black blood a Dark Knight has accumulated. Black blood can be consumed to execute actions such as Blood Spiller and Quietus, acquired at level 64. Using certain actions will increase the blood gauge. This symbol indicates defensive stand. Grit is in effect, which increases enmity. There's the dark side gauge. Okay. And there's Blood Spiller, but I do not have... We're gonna put... all of my blood abilities over there. So hold on, hold the phone. Oh, okay, so it is actually active. In which case, I'm officially going to have to move this up here so I can actually see it. Save. And now I know what my levels are at. Hey, Alfino. Oh, my poor ribs. Hrisvolgal saw fit to pair me with Vidofnir, but her ferocity was such that I forgot to do that. Hold on. Yet my trial pales into insignificance next to yours. How fared you in your duel with Hrisvolgal? I won. I take from this that your battle was rather more involved than my own. Vedderfolnir seemed largely concerned with how long he could keep me rolling in the dust. Between dodging, snapping fangs, and slashing claws, I scarcely had time to aim a blow. Had he truly meant to harm me, of course, I would not be standing here now. Plainly, his intent was to teach. His onslaught forced me to recall my training, about the speed of the dragon, his balance, his blind spots. It was, in short, a very thorough lesson. Moogles. Wow, Kupo. Umbra, let me begin by congratulating you on the competition of your trial. For one with a name more befitting a jester, you fight with the savagery of a rabid demon. Do you see how how my wings are kinked? Even my palm aches. After this drubbing, I fear my loyal subjects will have to bear the load of my personal chores for quite some time, Kupo. Possibly indefinitely. What? When I told you about Umbra's trial, I didn't mean for the rest of us to suffer. That's triple shifts for you, Moghan. Triple? But that's not fair! There's no justice, Kupo, none at all! I beat the crap out of the chieftain of the Moogles. For some reason.
Our negotiations proved rather more strenuous than I had anticipated, but the results seem well worth the effort.
The battle was indeed hard won. Thank you, my friends. I would never have earned Hraesvelga's cooperation had you not seen fit to grant me yours. 'Twas your stalwart heroism that moved the heart of the Great Worm at the last. Any gratitude I can offer is but poor reward for your continued service to Ishgard.
Twould seem our final reckoning with the dread worm is at hand. I only wish we had some inkling as to when he means to strike.
Yeah. That would certainly help.
Oh, gods.
Midgard Soma.
The cry heraldeth is coming. Nidhogg's shade hath taken wing.
It has begun. We must away to Ishgard.
Immediately. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. I mean, I don't use those. I may honestly sell them on the market board. An end to the song. Ishgard will not last long against Nidhogg and his horde. We must away! Okay. Ah, I forgot to increase the voice volume again. Shit.
I must return to my city without delay.
Oh. Guys, this is it. Ow. Oh boy.
Remember your training! We hold fast until the Lord Commander returns. Ugh. We must hold.
I'm gonna have to answer an email in a second. Hold the line.
Reinforcements! By the Fury. That one is the size of Nidhogg.
Lord Commander!
You are late, Warrior of Light.
Oh, that's Atwarel. That's not his brother. Alright, this is a really fucking cool scene. This is really cool. This might have been cooler. This might ending up being cooler than the final fight of Heaven's Word. Like, that was a good fight, but this is pretty majestic, man.
Watan and by E. Still walking. Nal u inta. Mik in, eskia in wan ihe, dolun hikin hern esh. Sroskuan inna. His inga. Liskol
two demigods basically fighting. Nidhogg is a primal. That's my guess. I'm guessing Nidhogg has become a primal. Oh. Okay. Actually, I'm going to turn that a little bit further down. All right. Imbued with Reisvelger's last sliver of hope, you stand at the forefront of your allies as the last bastion against the raging shade of Nidhogg. Have you the resolve to conquer the great worm at the height of his power, or will Ishgard perish in fire and ruin? Here, on the battle-stricken steps of faith, your deeds shall decide how the final verse of a 1,000-year dirge of grief and vengeance will be sung. It's an 8-man. Just waiting on our last healer. Here we go. Oh yeah, somebody in the chat was like, turn the music up. The music is very good. I hope it just doesn't get flagged. Okay, so he has... Okay, so I don't have Blood Weapon right now. So that's... Alright, if you don't want somebody helping you out with the ads, fine. Oh. This is pretty intense visually, and I love it. Oh! Dude got a lot of health, man. Building the gauge. Gotta keep building the gauge. Oh my god. Ooh. Nice. I won't lie, I was not watching his health very closely because I was focused on everything else that was happening. Oh my god. Hey, I got a couple commendations. Yay.
Estinian!
Is this to be mine end? Nay, I will not allow it. I am of the first brood. I am vengeance incarnate. I am Nidhogg! Thou shalt die by my hand!
This is not your hand, worm!
Yeah.
Thou wilt obey!
I would ask one last favor of you, Warrior of Light. Finish me, now, while I have the beast subdued! You waste your time. Kill me! It is the only way! Ending Nidhogg will be my final duty!
No! You can't die like this! I won't let you!
eyes! Cast them into the abyss!
Yet this bond of hope, my treachery was broke, scattering her words to the wind.
He lives. Ah, Estinian, my ill-fated friend. Lucia, summon the healers. I want them ready to receive him.
At once, Lord Commander.
Allow me to do this much, at least. You have my gratitude, Resvelga. Your deeds this day have saved a great many lives.
Ustra udin instra reo anhesnesh. One in nest ik an keifta.
The battle is won. We can do no more for Estinian now than bear him home and wish him well, even as Hraesvelga did. The rest we must trust to the hands of the healers and the grace of the gods.
Wow. Through the haze of pain, I swear I sensed... But no. The past is done, and we must look to the future. At long last, Nidhogg is gone. His foul spirit cast out once and for all. I only pray that Estinian survives the ordeal. Your battle with Nidhogg's Shade will beget many an epic ballad, Umbra, and rightly so. It was without a doubt one of your more epochal victories, though I must admit I took greater joy in seeing you emerge from the experience unscathed. And not only for your own sake. Had you not been there to aid me, those infernal eyes would still be fused to Estinian's mail. Yet, even with Nidhogg gone, I cannot help but wonder how much of our friend remains. Let us pray a visit to Lucia and beg news of his condition. I think I'm gonna spend the rest of the day doing the raids, because I am exhausted after that one. Hui. Emotionally, mentally, physically. That was an exhausting mission. Umbra, Master Alfino, my honored friends. As if winning Hraesvelgr to our cause were not enough, you took it upon yourselves to rid us of his brood brother. I know not how to thank you. My own contribution was hardly noteworthy. Excuse me, 1 second. I keep hearing noises upstairs, and I'm gonna go see what's going on. Hold on a second. Okay. Everything's fine. But I think somebody, either my mom or my dad, is antsy, because I keep hearing moving around. My own contribution was hardly noteworthy. The true saviors of the day were Umbra and Estinian. One triumphed over Nidhogg's shade through strength of arms, and the other through strength of will. And speaking of Estinian, what news of his recovery? The Azure Dragoon was conveyed to the infirmary, where he now resides under the care of a Hospitalier captain. I am told he has yet to regain consciousness. But, as you know, Estinian's mind and body were held hostage for many days. We must be patient and allow the process of healing to begin. In the meantime, you would do well to rest and recover from your own ordeals. But surely... Sir Emmerich is never long from Estinian's bedside, and will send word the moment there are any developments. Now, if I have satisfied your concerns, I believe Lord Edmund and his sons are most eager to celebrate your return. Very well, First Commander. Come, Umbra, 'twould seem that we are awaited at Fort Tom Manor. This poor fucking boy, man. Just beat down at fucking every opportunity. Okay, really quick, out of curiosity. Oh! So even that new chest plate isn't as good. Alright. What's that look like? Oh, it's not bad. It's cute. 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 I am definitely turning this set, though, into a glamour at some point. I love this set. I love how it looks. Oh my god! Oh, he's so cute! Hello, tiny friend. Welcome, Mistress Fire. Shall I show you inside the manor? Yes.
The heroes of the hour return.
Oh! Look at
We
Henri!
did our duty, my lord. It was the memories of fallen friends and not our heroism which saw us through at the last.
I gave every ounce of my strength, but mine efforts would have counted for naught had the Warrior of Light not arrive to challenge the Great Worm? As a sworn knight of Ishgard, I had hoped to do more for my city.
Well, we cannot all be heroes, dear brother. Let us put away our pride for a moment and revel in the valiant deeds of our comrade. For your sterling service to Ishgard, we salute you. And while we're on the subject of valiant deeds, I believe I myself have earned some small measure of recognition. Under my watchful command, the ballistas of the Outer Ward struck down a veritable swarm of Dravanian invaders.
My lord's command was certainly watchful. He bravely watched as the siege crews took aim, and continued to watch as countless wyverns met their end. Indeed, the ward's defenders proved so well drilled that my lord had little occasion to stop watching.
Alfino, poor Alfino.
There will be time enough to determine who is most deserving of recognition later. Our friends are doubtless weary from their exertions. I had chambers prepared in expectation of your return. You are welcome to retire at your leisure.
I am most grateful for your hospitality, my lord, but I believe I shall pay a visit to the Temple Knight's Infirmary. Pray excuse me.
He's determined to check in on his
Our
city.
master Alfino has grown. The plight of his stricken brother-in-arms pains him more than his own hurts. In which respect he has come to resemble you, Warrior of Light. Go then, visit the Azure Dragoon, and grant him what comfort you may.
Hold on a second. I gotta check something. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out in a minute. But before we do, Umbra, my friend, what can I do for the savior of Ishgard? You seek Master Alfino? Ah, he came to relieve me of my vigil a short while ago. When he begged to sit at Estinian's side, I could not well refuse him. Though he would sooner faint than admit it, the boy must be exhausted by Hraesvelgur's trial and all that followed. Estinian is blessed to have such devoted comrades. Oh, wind up Emmerich! Oh, there we go. My own friendship with Estinian began some 10 years past, shortly after we joined the Temple Knights. I learned his name soon enough, but Estinian barely registered my existence. I was less a fellow recruit and more a shadow which occasionally darkened his path. And so I might have remained had fate not seen fit to intervene. While out on patrol, our company was set upon by a dragon, and we were the only two to survive. The experience forged a bond between us, as such life-threatening situations are wont to do. Despite our friendship, he remained an intense and solitary youth, wholly obsessed with claiming vengeance against Nidhogg. Revenge was ever at the forefront of his mind. Revenge for the death of his parents, and revenge for his younger brother. I would venture that in Alphino he sees something of his lost sibling, and in the ungentle chidings of Astinian, Alphino has found the elder brother he had never had. Truth be told, Astinian's tactless observations have saved me from disaster more than once, and I can well understand Alphino's affection for him. He is a friend for whom I would gladly... Lord Commander, your presence is required in the infirmary. Is he... Tell them I'm on my way. Okay. Quickly, Umbra. We must go to him. Okay, we are officially... Here we are. We are at the end of... We are at the official end of Heavensward. Because we are probably going to be sitting here for an hour.
Estinian.
Cease your mewling, boy. It grates my ears.
Forgive me. When I saw you awaken, I could not... It was such a relief. We feared you might never wake up.
Now, Astinian. If Master Alphino thought any less of you, you would still be Nidhogg's plaything. Or dead.
Aye, 'twas but a jest. I thank you, Alphino. And you too, Warrior of Light. Quite how you managed to persuade Hraesvelgr to aid in his brood brother's downfall I cannot imagine. But full glad am I that you did. Yet again, you have achieved the impossible.
I, for my part, owe you an apology. When last we met, I did willingly loose an arrow at your heart. Can you forgive me?
There is naught to forgive, Hameric. You but acted in defense of Ishgard as is your duty.
Yes, this is my other hand, by the way.
Were you any
my
less
arm is cold.
single-minded about it, I would not follow you into battle, nor trust you at my back. Besides, I had come to the self-same conclusion, that I would have to perish for Nidhogg to be stopped. So let us dispense with the hand-wringing. I have heard enough mewling for one day.
Oh!
The tendrils of Nidhogg's foul presence bound up every fiber of my being, usurping my senses, but I yet retained some trace of awareness. The worm's mind was as a vast and tumultuous sea. Endlessly its black waters churned, his grief and despair at Ratatoska's murder never calming, never receding. Driven by this surging current came wave upon wave of unrelenting rancor. It was the very image of my own heart. There I saw the dark reflection of the hatred I felt after Nidhogg slew my family, when no path remained save vengeance against dragonkind. Neither one of us had a choice. But I was blessed with something Nidhogg was not. Comrades and teachers to console and admonish me. Had I not had them to gainsay my obsession, it would surely have consumed me as Nidhogg's did him, and we would have been in all respects alike. Though his shade is banished, his spirit scattered upon the sea of clouds, I feel no joy at his passing. Where once I craved vengeance, I now crave rest. Lord Commander, my hunt is at an end. I would lay down the mantle of Azure Dragoon.
My friend.
He has tired himself with too many words. I doubt not that he will make a full recovery, but he must be allowed some few days of quiet.
I too must see my path to its end. Sleep well, my friend.
Following the battle with Nidhogg on the Steps of Faith, Sir Emeric called an assembly that he might make his final proclamation as acting head of state. 'Twas there, with one decree, that the 1,000-year rule of the archbishops was ended, paving the way for a new republic. The governance of Ishgard would now be placed in the hands of high and lowborn alike, their ranks represented by the newly founded House of Lords and House of Commons. Church was separated from state. The foundation for change had been carefully laid, and the reforms proposed by Ishgard's new government passed into law without incident. His duty done, Emeric de Burrell gladly stepped down from the Archbishop's dais, only to be raised unto the highest seat in the House of Lords.
Of course.
Though he strove at first to refuse this honor, the unexpectedly strident voice of the Count de Durandare left him little choice but to accept. And so it was that the winds of gentle revolution came to stir. Prominent among the many honoured guests at Sir Emeric's investiture were the ambassadors of Dragonkind, a fitting symbol of Ishgard's newfound peace. The people looked on in awe as he soared through the heavens on Dragonback. And by their cheers did they hail him an Azure Dragoon for a new age.
He's taken up Estinian's title. Very cool.
Thus were the notes of the dragon song rewritten, the din of war giving way to a rising litany of peace and hope.
Oh, yeah, there's his missing wing segment. From the Memoirs of Count Edmond de Fortome, Heaven's Word. Next scene. This is him writing his memoirs, I'm guessing. You just got up and left. Didn't even tell anybody. Oh, they're gone. I was gazing out at the sea of clouds in an all too rare moment of idleness, when I chanced to behold a certain hero wending her way toward the city on Dragonback. Welcome home, Umbra. Nay, 'twas no grave matter that moved me to greet you in person. Between you and me, I merely sought respite from the pressures of office. No sooner do I surrender my role as temporary head of state than I am burdened with a position of more permanent responsibility. I fancy that it echoes in some small measure the way you must feel when your improbable feats of heroism are rewarded with still more impossible challenges. The myth which guided our society for generation lies in tatters. Am I then to be scorned for building upon the system of nobility that I once sought to tear down? And what strange jest is this that places me at its pinnacle, an archbishop's bastard at the head of the House of the Lords? But these questions are for me to answer. It is not in man's nature to change overnight. This I learned through painful experience, and it was this hard lesson which convinced me to take the path which we now follow. Even as we rebuild the bridge between man and dragon, so must we reimagine Ishgard, one carefully placed stone at a time. We must remember that it is not for us that we lay this groundwork, but for the men and women that our children will become. May their towers rise proudly from the fundament of our legacy. I hear word from Captain Whitecape that Estinian has vanished from his sick room. His willfulness survives undiminished. Should you ever happen upon our unmannerly friend on your travels, pray assure him that I shall keep Ishgard safe until he deigns to come home. Thank you, Umbra. And please, convey my warmest regards to Master Alphino. You spoke with Sir Emmerich. I do not envy him his new position. Ishgard has chosen a new road, but one littered with the detritus of thousands of years of broken faith. Yet, though her people may stumble from time to time, I know of none better than Sir Emmerich to lead the march of progress. As for us, there remains the small matter of ushering in a new dawn in the shadow of inscrutable Asian machinations and a seemingly endless procession of primals. But we too must walk our chosen path, no matter how treacherous the footing. In the wake of Ishgard's governmental reform, new airship routes have been sanctioned. You may now travel to a selection of distant locales from the landing in Ishgard. The Warriors of Darkness. Hey, fellas. Oh, they're trying to find Nidhogg's eyeballs. Great. Thank you, Blenhurst. Nay, you need not remain there. We shall rendezvous at the usual place. All is proceeding as expected, then. Aye. There's naught to concern us, Aside from one overly curious mouse. Oh, wait. Is that actually... is... Thancred. This way! No! Him again? It is of no moment. They will play their part, and we will play ours. I don't remember what that character's voice sounds like, so I'm just fucking making it up. But that was Alphino's sister. And thus did grey mist give way to azure skies, man and dragon rise above, voices joined in song. But beneath shrouded boughs, beyond the scope of light, shadow stirs. And that, I believe, is the end of Heavensward. At least I have to assume it is. Promises kept. Oh, hold on. I gotta do this, and I gotta do this. Do I move on directly to the next mission? Okay, wait, before we do that, before we do that, I have to check something. So, we're gonna temporarily, we're gonna turn off all the sound on this end, because something is going down. Give me just a second as I set it up on my monitor. So we're gonna switch over to monitor really quick. Hey, what's up? It's me. I'm in another corner now. So this is a friend of mine's Kickstarter. She is making essentially like her own manga, her own graphic novel, however you want to put it. And I haven't read the whole thing, but what I have read is very fun. But apparently there's two things. There's two very important things about this. She is doing a so on top of the Kickstarter, you get a physical book. And yeah. So you also for $1 you get your name in the special thanks section. For $20 you get the PDF version. For $25 you get the full page ad printed in the book. Holy crap, that's actually huge. You will be required to make your own ad. Make sure it's SFW in the right image dimension we provide. It will be printed version in the book as well. Holy shit, that's pretty crazy. Also for $25 you can get a printed copy. For $30 you can get a digital headshot commission done as well. 4 left of 5. So somebody's already taken that. $39 the physical signed copy and print. 44 prints, digital books, etc., etc. There's just a whole bunch of stuff that goes into it. This is the writer and the artist, the team. But the reason I bring it up is for one very specific reason. So, very cool thing about this project in particular, outside of me being me being friends with them, is that she is also trying to turn this into a comic dub on YouTube. And you can find it on, I believe... Oh, it looks like she does not have her link to her YouTube in here. But I believe it's youtube.com. Well, in fact, let's look. Let's go to YouTube. Wow, I have a very interesting set of recommendations, huh? So let's go to Yennefer. I think that's how it's spelled. No, that's not the one. Hold on. Let's cheat. Let's go through my absolutely ridiculous amount of subs, because I know she's in here because I'm subscribed. Yenniefer. So the fun thing is, so like, she's making it a comic dub. And the reason I'm very incentivized to spread this around is because I'm in the comic dub. I play Mabon, who is a character, and like, I'm not going to play this because it's not my place to, but I play this guy. And look, there's me. So yeah, definitely check out the Kickstarter. But the reason I brought it up is apparently they did a video for the trailer, and I have not seen it. So let's check it out. I'm gonna shrink myself a little bit, so we can all see the whole thing. But yeah, let's check this out. In fact, you know what? I'm going to. This is gonna sound really silly. I'm gonna shout out in the Discord that I'm doing it. So, hey, I'm watching the Kickstarter trailer on Twitch right now. If anyone would like to join me! Exclamation points. Twitch.tv/ whatever the fuck my Twitch channel is. Hold on. So we're gonna give it just a few minutes before we actually click play, because I want to see if anybody decides to hop in. I don't know if anybody will, but, you know, might as well for funsies. There are 25 people online. Holy crap! Who knows? We might get it. We might get somebody to join in. Doing some checky checks of things while we hold for a moment. I need a sippy sip. Let's make me a little bigger. We don't need to be like pixel. We don't need to be like teeny tiny Pixel John. We can be like normal. All right. We're going to give it like a couple more minutes to see if anybody shows. Like, I don't want to be pushy. In fact, I'm probably going to delete this message after all this, because it really doesn't belong in general, but I wanted to make sure everybody could see it. But yeah, I will be deleting it probably fairly shortly. And just for safety... Oh, hey! Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am going to just make sure really quick that I do some stuff in here so I don't lose what's going on in my other screen. Alright. Oh, hold on. We're not going just yet. We're waiting to see if anybody else joins. I'm gonna give it like 2 more minutes. Yeah, I actually did like a whole segment just a little bit ago where I was talking about the comic and the comic dub and that whole project and how I was really excited to be a part of it. And I figured I haven't seen the Kickstarter trailer yet, so why not watch it live on Twitch and see if anybody else would like to join? Might as well, right? I thought that was a pretty good idea, personally. All right, let's see. I will hit play at 7:09, so we're going to wait like another minute and a half-ish, or a minute, apparently. And I'm probably going to mute myself while the video goes, just so we can enjoy it without my commentary. All right, let's see here. My voice is a little gravelly today, because I'm still adjusting to doing Twitch and voiceover at the same time. So my voice is a little tired, but I'm having fun, so I don't care. Okay. It looks like that's gonna be about it, and I'm... We got 10 more seconds till I press play. Alright. Well then. Here we go.
I'm excited to see the surprise you have for me.
No one else will bother us here. Isn't that great?
Alice, I bestow a gift to you.
I can't comprehend what's going on.
There is no need to be afraid.
Where am I?
Don't be alarmed.
I was starting to wonder if you were waking up at all.
I'm not a demon!
I'm Zara Gildo. It's nice to meet ya and greet ya.
It's pretty dangerous around here.
What is this?
Heavenly death! What is the meaning of this? What have you done to me?
Alright. That was so well done. Good job. Holy crap. Oh my god. You guys did such a good job on that. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm actually going to have to block this screen here for a second. In fact, we're going to go back to my stream screen for a second. Let's see. What? Hold on. Oh crap. Okay. I'm not going to be able to do it right now, apparently, because apparently it's being mean. It's not letting me use my card at the moment, because it's being mean. Probably because I'm streaming. I don't know. But I wonder why that is. But I will be fixing that shortly. So yeah, that was awesome. I can't wait to see it. Why did Nightbot go away? Oh, Nightbot, where'd you go? We'll have to figure that out too. Yeah. But yeah, that was very, very cool. I'm very excited to see what comes next. But I had to stop when I saw the notification and be like, okay, we're gonna watch the trailer really quick. Yay! That was so cool. I'm very excited. Very excited for you. I'm very happy for you. Huh. Hold on. What is going on? What is going on here? Nightbot, where'd you go? Okay, so now we go / mod space Nightbot. Okay, he's already a mod. Okay, now he's back. I just had to fix him. There we go. But yeah, thank you so much for joining. I'm glad I got to watch it live on Twitch. I am going to continue playing Final Fantasy XIV. So if you're interested, I would love for you to continue joining. But if you're not interested, I also understand. Also, it sounds like dinner's coming soon, so you know, I could go get that. Very excited. Very excited for you. Alrighty. What should we... Oops, pressing the wrong button. Look at his tiny friend. You're welcome. I'm so glad I was able to. I might stream it a couple more times to, based on like, who's able to show up in my chat or not. But yeah, have a great rest of your evening. I'm glad I was able to do that. Have a good supper. Very cool. Very cool. I'm glad I was able to do that. I mean, I will. Peace out. Now, what should I do? In fact, really quick, I'm going to delete this message because it is no longer necessary, and it would be rude to have it in the general chat. All right. Ooh, the music is a little different. Very interesting. Is that the Stormblood edition? Let's at least accept the first quest. We're at 2 hours and 30 minutes. Mistress Vieiris, you come at a most excellent time. An invitation from a truly preeminent personage was delivered to the manor but a short while ago. Would that you had been present to receive it, but in any event, Sir Emmerich de Borel, Lord Speaker of the House of Lords, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and Viscount of House Borel, cordially invites Mistress Vieiris to dine with him at his estate. You seem surprised. The messenger assured me that his lord had broached the subject with you at an earlier date, when the arrangement for the peace conference was still being finalized. Of course, the intervening moons afforded little opportunity for leisure, but the happy advent of peace, 'tis plain the Lord Commander sees no further cause to delay. What say you? I would be happy to, Indeed, who would not? You will forgive me if I seem envious. I shall send word of your acceptance to Borel Manor at once. When you are ready, pray report to the Astrologicum. They will have someone escort you the rest of the way. Am I supposed to dress up? Because all I got is big, beefy armor. Nightbot, where'd you go? Why'd you leave again? Me and Nightbot, we're going to have a fight here soon. Maybe they're just having problems with like their servers or something. That way. Wait, this way. Ah, Naruto runner. I gotta catch up to him. I gotta prove I can run as fast with my weapon out. Okay, that was dumb. But it was fun. And that's all that matters. Excuse me. My poor itchy nose. Maybe that was just a section of the nighttime music that I never really, like, heard and noticed. Huh. Greetings and well met, Mistress Vieiris. I have the honor and the privilege to serve as head steward of House Borel, though, admittedly, our staff is somewhat smaller than those of the other noble families, being countable on one hand. My lord will be overjoyed to hear that you have accepted his invitation. As you will soon see, we have spared no expense. I dare say a woman of action such as yourself enjoys nary a moment's respite. Aye, the battlefield beckons you even now, I'm sure. But, for this day, we bid you lay down your burdens and raise a glass to peace and prosperity. Alright. Aww. This is very cute. I love the colors. It's so interesting seeing him out of armor. I'm so very not used to it.
To think the Moogles would prove such harsh taskmasters. Forgive me. I did not know you had suffered so in your quest for the horn.
Sorry, that was really cute. He's very adorable. I love him. This is just such a nice little scene. I love this scene. Alright. Butler, who you poisoning?
I must say, your spirited accounts always come as a welcome change from the arid reports which fill my days.
Okay, so he's making tea. Is that supposed to be honey? That sound is awful.
Though I have lived in these lands my entire life, to hear you speak of them, there is much and more I have yet to see. Truly, yours was a marvelous journey.
To put it mildly, bud. Why not join me on the next? Aw.
Well, truth be told, when I think back on the sweeping vistas of the churning mists, I do feel some slight pangs of wanderlust.
Aw, Emmerich, stop, you're adorable.
Alas, much as I would like to accept your invitation, I fear my present duties with the House of Lords demand my undivided attention. Someday, perhaps.
Okay, I'll hold you to that.
By your deeds, you have helped us to lay the foundation for lasting reform. The formation of the Republic is but the beginning, for it is not only our system of governance which must needs change. We, the people, must learn to let go of our hatreds and rise above our bloody past. I only pray that I live long enough to see us achieve some measure of success, that I might know the lost did not die in vain. I can still see you there on the steps of faith, striding fearlessly towards the worm. If you could do that, who are we to balk at the challenges ahead? The question of how best to strengthen ties with the other great nations of Eorzea has been debated at length in the Lords and Commons of late. As you may imagine, Maintaining stability during this period of historic upheaval is our paramount concern. Nevertheless, we are greatly indebted to the Alliance for their support during the Grand Melee, and it would be remiss of us not to repay their faith in kind. Of course, we owe you the greatest debt of all, and it is my hope that in extending our support to you and the Scions, we might also express our gratitude to our neighbors, nay, our fellow Eorzeans, whom we pray you will continue to protect. The Lords and Commons agree on very little, but not a soul in either house begrudges your order this offer of patronage. For all you have done and will do, we thank you. May I ask a personal question? Now that the dust has settled, what will you do? Not as a scion, I mean, but what do you want for yourself?
Lord Commander, pray forgive the interruption.
News from House Fulton?
An urgent message for the Warrior of Light. I was instructed to deliver it without delay. Master Thancred returned to the manor a short time ago, bearing an injured maiden. Master Leveilleur and Mistress Tataru are tending to her wounds, but they like not her chances. Respectfully, my lord, they have requested the Warrior of Light's immediate presence.
Ah.
You must go to them, my friend, and I shall go with you.
Is it Alizé?
For every ending marks a new beginning. From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn, as did she. Only to be drawn unto another battlefield, another cause, as if by fate.
It is Alizé.
Yes.
Is that...
Alizé, Alphinaud's twin sister. She ran afoul of the Warriors of Darkness. I had been tracking them since the ceremony at Falcon's Nest. Little did I know I was not the only one. Evidently, she had learned of their activities and attempted to shadow them on her own. Poorly. I rescued her in the Twelveswood, and together we fled north. But though I made every effort to cover our tracks, they caught up with us on the Ishgardian border. And in the ensuing struggle, Alizé took an arrow to the shoulder. It was only after we had made good our escape that I realized it was poisoned.
Thank you for coming so quickly. And you, Sir Emmerich.
Think nothing of it. How is she?
We have done all we can for now. Although the immediate danger has passed, the poison yet lingers in her blood. We came to Eorzea together, hoping to bring salvation to the realm our grandfather gave his life to protect. But when confronted with the bitter realities of its politics and its petty powermongers, she was driven to anger and to doubt. She refused to become embroiled in what she termed Eorzea's squabbles and distance herself from the Scions. Though she remained hopeful of a brighter future, she would walk her own path. Would that it had not been so perilous. For all our differences, she's as dedicated as any Scion to the salvation of Eorzea. But more than that, she is my sister. To be reunited with her, only to lose her forever. Gods, even to speak the words.
Take heart, Master Alphino. She will be attended by our most skilled chirurgeons. Bear Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary at once. Apprise Captain Whitecape of the situation, and inform him that she is to be treated as my personal charge.
Wait, don't go. Please, come closer. The warriors of darkness are in league with the Ascians. Slaughtering the primals is but the first step in their plan. They make for Zelvatol to bring about Garuda's summoning and to kill her. You must stop them.
I shall inform the others at once.
Master Thancred, I would ask that you accompany Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary. Your knowledge of her injuries may well prove useful in determining her treatment.
Of course.
Wonder if you can sense my frustration. Surely they won't let her. Yes, I know. We must trust in Captain Whitecape and his chirurgeons, but did they not bring Estinian back from the very brink of death? I am uncomfortably reminded of how he mocked me for praying at his bedside for days on end. What say you, my friend? Shall we turn our attention to a matter whose conclusion we yet have the power to influence? Sure. I swear, if that keeps happening, I'm gonna go up there and be like, yo, I'm still streaming, yo. Shadows of the First. So the warriors of darkness and the Ascians are conspiring to bring about Garuda's summoning, and they might put her to the sword. Then, when we first encountered them in Lothas Nath, when they were confronting Ravana, God, has this been their aim all along? What do you intend to do, Master Alphino? There's much and more I do not understand, but I know this. A primal summoning cannot be ignored. Alize risked her life to uncover this plot, and we squandered her gifts at our peril. Umbra, will you accompany me to Zephytal and help me stop the Exil's ritual? Yeah, you got it, boy. given that Ishgard shares a border with the Ixil homeland, we have a vested interest in the outcome of this ritual. We have been willing to suffer the Beastmen's intrusions into the Kurthan lands to a point, but the summoning of a primal is an escalation we cannot abide. You shall have our fastest airship, Master Alfino. The mountains of Zephytal are not easily traversed, and this endeavor demands all haste. The gesture is most appreciated, Sir Emmerich, but I fear an aerial approach is destined to fail. This is their homeland, after all, and Ixil dirigibles are not to be underestimated. Experience tells me the only conceivable approach is by land. I believe it would be wiser to cross the Zephytal by way of the mountain pass east of Camp Dragonhead. In that case, I shall send instructions for a contingent of the camp's knights to be placed at your disposal. They will secure you safe passage through the mountains and escort you thence to Zephytal. Though my men are unqualified to confront a primal, they are more than capable of contending with the Ixil. We should be glad of their assistance, Lord Edmund. In any event, Mistress Alize regains consciousness. We will share with you any additional information she may provide. May the Fury watch over and keep you safe. Then let us be off. We can procure any additional supplies we require in Camp Dragonhead. Alright, off we go. Alright. Well, I am going to end it here. I'm gonna stop playing for now. And guys, I've kind of finally cemented my schedule in place. We're gonna be streaming Fridays through Mondays. Most days, Fridays and Mondays, 5 to whenever I decide to stop. And Saturdays starting at 4 and Sundays starting at 1. So, because, you know, I don't have as much time on Sundays. At least in the evening. So, we will start that next time. Thank you all, as always, so much for joining. If you missed the stream, don't forget to check out the VOD channel. If you want to check out more of my stuff, you can check out Awesome Quest on YouTube, where Ted and I play games. And if you're interested in all these little friendly boys that I have set up in various places on my stream, check out Instagram.com/ScammyChan. Thank you everybody so much again for watching, and I'll see you next time.